What's up, Miracle Babies? Home of the Intuitives. We are back with another celebrity read, and today we're going to dissect Nipsey Hussle's autopsy report. Okay, that report case just came out here recently. I'm not sure of the actual date, but I do think it was either September 22nd through the 24th. One of those days with the report case did come out. So today we're going to go ahead and dissect some things of the autopsy that there's a lot of hidden missing information in regards to Nipsey Hussle's death and his passing. So we're going to go ahead and break down. I am using tarot cards. I am coming through the spiritual realm. So keep in mind, I am connecting. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Any music that you do here in our background, keep in mind, do not own the rights to this music. Okay. And with that being said, cards, go ahead and start talking to me. So I do want to go ahead and begin with the autopsy report case number, which is 2019-02546. Okay, this does break down the year, which is 2019, of course, and the breakdown of the autopsy numbers that they have recently had that following year, which was 02546. Okay. This is then used in the form of a 20 diagram. If you are into homicide, um, autopsy reports, first 48, anything like that, this is the form of the 20 diagram. All right, so right now we're going to go ahead and break down. So the prosecutor begins to open up the case and begins to speak with and basically an so the person that what you call them um so excuse me. Um, Her name is Nigel. Okay, L Nigel. Okay, so she basically handles she rules the cause of death on the death certificate. So of course, when you receive a death certificate, it always gives a reason as to why. And so with Nipsey's autopsy, one thing I want to know for sure. So 222 is very important, but quote unquote allegedly he passed away on March 31st, of course, which we've seen through spiritual workers, through spiritual practitioners. It was stated that he could have died as actually March 30th. Okay, this autopsy took place April 1st, 2019. So this was exactly a day later, not even a day later, not even 24 hours later. So that is already a red flag there, that the autopsy report was done approximately 24 to 48 hours later. Okay, as almost as in, and usually it does take a while sometimes to actually, it takes a few days for depending on how fast they get to the family, how fast the family is able to identify the body. It does take some time to do a complete autopsy. Okay, I mean, people have to actually get the news, experience the news. Okay, so that's also a red flag. So it's almost as if this autopsy could have been already planned, okay, prior to. Now allegedly, I'm just giving out some facts here. I mean, I'm definitely giving out facts, because you can also go Google all of this. Okay, so the first uh let's see. So I took some notes here. Yeah, it's the first notes that when I was looking over the autopsy report, and these are some things that I broke down. I'm also reading the transcript from, I am also reading the transcript from the prosecutor in regards to this trial here. So when we're talking about Nipsey's medical examination report, the medical pharmaceutical industry, it looks like they could have possibly kept about 4 organs. Okay. And we're going to go into detail and we're going to get to the bottom of it. So I do need you to understand there's a lot of lies and deception in regards to how many times Nipsey was shot, where did the bullet wounds go, and so forth and so forth. The guns, what type of guns, how many guns, was it one gun, was it two guns, which angle, which direction it was coming from, what time. It was a lot of questions that happened there. So overall, as I was connecting with Nipsey's spirit, of course, connected with his energy. I am getting the feeling that there was, I'm getting the energy of like black market. Okay, when your organs are taken and used for possible future research projects. If you want to keep it for, sometimes you keep it through the family to do more. Uh, Further investigation. Okay, but like we said, that couldn't have possibly happened if the autopsy was already ruled as of April 1st, 2019. So if you think of Squid Games and you remember when they faked think of like when they fake the medical examination report so that it wouldn't show bullets from two different guns. Okay, so overall the question was, how many times did he get shot? Some people were saying that he got shot 6 times. Some people were saying that he got shot 4 times, but overall we're getting a total between 10 to 11 bullets. Okay, and so with this breakdown, you see two different medical examiner was actually uh, taking over Nipsey's case. Okay, one particular examiner was dropped immediately from the case. Okay, now if, like we said, let's just put it all together, quote unquote, let's say he died March 31st, March 30th. Okay, the first original autopsy examiner, a Los Angeles examiner, was Dr. Dutra. That was the first reporter, and from that point, it looks like he was immediately dropped from completing the autopsy. He was immediately dropped and was no longer available to complete the report. From that point on, the reporter Elle Nijgen, speaking on the report, she immediately takes over the report. She's the one that ruled if Nipsey had a homicide. So it was possibly 2 to 3 people that really kind of took over this, because she had an assistant as well, to actually find some type of autopsy ruling of this report. Okay, so just a little bit of background of Elle Nijgen. Looks like she studied um, in the medical field in Los Angeles. Okay, she studied for about 9 years in this particular field. She's been in for about 2 years. Okay, she also was very close to Datra, or worked very close to the original examiner who was originally supposed to take over Nipsey's autopsy case. However, like I said, he was immediately dropped, and she was the one taking over. So that is something that kind of stuck out to me. Once you know once she took over the examination, of course, like I said, the other one was dropped, and they were also stating that this pathologist, which is what they're doing. They sometimes take organs, okay, and say that they had them cremated. Okay, a lot of times that doesn't happen. They take those organs to basically a lab or a facility where no one has access to them, that where there is complete security, high ranking security is what I'm hearing. High ranking security, okay. It's used to work at high evidence. Not many people know about it. Okay, this is very closed case. This is very closed closed in vicinities. Okay, they also use it to store away the organs. And what they say to families, okay, once they take the organs, they say that by law we have to destroy the organs, and that's not true, because we also see about the black. That's why we have that black marketing company, people that steal the organs, take them to where they need to, and ship them off. Okay, this was all done immediately within 24 to 48 hours of Nipsey's shooting. So also too, since this was a federal case, you can have you also by law can have this retained for research and diagnostic purposes. Okay, so you can hold on to your family's organs in case you need to further on diagnosis purposes. Now, of course, dealing with the governmental system, it can get to a place where they'll try to say, well, we, by law we have to do this, by law we have to do that, and technically they possibly keep the organ. So what he's telling me, I'm seeing they could have kept possibly 2 to 3 organs, maybe 4. Okay, 2 to 3 organs, and kept some type of bodily fluid as well. Okay, when they performed surgery. So also too, I'm also feeling that after he was shot, he also felt people feeling over certain places of his body. I'm also feeling that he felt his shoe being removed, which we can also see that in the video that his shoe has been removed. But he's kind of going into detail about how his shoe was removed and what all that took place. So it could have been taking something off the bottom of his skin of his foot, okay, used for DNA purposes as well. All right. So with the Five of Swords, it was definitely foul play here. Okay, these organs were needed by any means necessary. It looks like they gave ugly cuts as well. Okay, they could have been. They definitely used. They definitely. I mean, it was immediately the cuts that they did, the way that they ripped his body open. The way they ripped his body open. Okay, they definitely left deep cuts, and in the way that they kind of put the body back, it's like they kind of did it any kind of way. Whew, I kind of want to remove myself out of that. So anyway, overall, it was totaling on the reports that there were 11 total gunshots. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're getting ready to break down these gunshots based on the transcript from the prosecutor. Obviously interviewing Nigel, which is the examiner over the autopsy. We're gonna go ahead and break that down. So overall, we said that there was 11 shots. Follow with me. I'm going to kind of run through this as kind of quickly as possible. All right, so for gunshot wound number 1, now mind you, said there was 11 gunshots. Okay, 11 gunshot wounds. All right, the overall investigation here is now we have gotten to the bottom of there was actually more than 5 or 6 gunshots. There were totally either 10 or 11. But let's get into it because they're trying to state that there's 10. But overall, kind of looking over the case, kind of looking over with Nipsey and kind of speaking with Nipsey in the spiritual realm, it's looking like there was more than 10, possibly 11. But let's just see. We never know. Let's get into it. Gunshot wound number 1, which is it went through the head scalp, but it did not graze the brain. Okay. So and they're also saying that with this particular gunshot, like I stated, that it went through the scalp. Okay. But it did not this particular one, okay, did not fracture, did not go through the brain. Okay, gunshot wound number 2, left armpit, but did not hit any organs. Okay, so basically, if he would have got shot twice, okay, at this moment he still would have been living. Okay, so he's still operating, still living through these first 2 gunshot. Gunshot number 3 it went through the back, struck the chest, and it hit a lung. Okay, so now there was a lung fracture here through the back. Okay, so this basically went through the chest and went through the back as well. All right, so the gunshot wound number 4 went through the right chest, okay, the lung area. All right, so the gunshot wound, that was another one, right chest, lung. So that's another fracture through the lung. Okay, so now he's still breathing, he's still pumping for blood, he's still here, he's still with us. Gunshot wound number 5, it went through his abdomen, through his liver, and it went through his spinal. Okay, so when it went through this spinal, and we right here at the abdomen, it's almost as if someone was trying to shoot him below his belly button, kind of like down towards his pelvic area, his pelvis. Okay, so gunshot wound number 6 went right through the right thigh, pelvic. Also, too, with what I went to mention with gunshot wound number 5 in the abdomen area, okay, it went right near the belly button. So just imagine being shot right here at your belly button. Okay, yeah, they definitely assassinated this man. This wasn't just like a shooting, this was assassination, as you can obviously see with all the multiple gun wounds here. Let's get back to it. Okay, so like I said, with gun wound number 6, it went through the right pelvic. Gunshot wound number 7 went through the right thigh, pelvis. Gunshot wound number 8 went through the right thigh, pelvis as well. Okay, so we still shooting. So we got 3 to 4 gunshots aiming in the same area, which is almost like his penis area, his pelvis, like down at the bottom of his legs. Gunshot wound number 9 grazed the wound of his buttock. Okay, so this is also okay. So I don't know if he might have turned this way. Okay, so it could have been showing he might have would have turned this way. Okay. Could have went this way and went through his butt. I'm not sure. But when we get to the gunshot wound number 11, this is where we need to draw attention to. So the prosecutor asked L. Nigel, okay, so with the gunshot wound number 11, because on the autopsy report, okay, it showed 11 wounds. It showed 11 shots. It showed 11 holes. Her argument is stating that it was only 10, and that sometimes, and this was her words, that sometimes gunshot wound number one is basically sometimes what can happen is what they call a continuous wound, meaning it went through the body, came out another side. So basically it's like it went through one part of the body and came out and ricocheted, and went and came out another end. So it's basically, she's basically stating that one gun did 10 shots. But here what it's showing is technically 11, and the other bullet, which is what they're trying to cover up, okay, what they're trying to hold on, there was another bullet from another gun, okay, which means this gun came from another direction, okay, this gun. And I'm also seeing something like a Master Burger, or maybe a barbershop or something like that in the area right there where the Marathon store is. But the cover up is that there was another gun present. There was another gun present, and then there is also a missing bullet. Okay. Okay. So again, keeping in mind now, they hurried up and made sure that they did this autopsy less than 24 to 48 hours of his death. Okay. So what she's also stating that gunshot wound number 11, when she realized, oh yeah, there is 11 wounds. Because at first she was stating that it was 10, now she's stating that it's 11. She stated that we re-entered the wound right elbow torso. So basically it went out one side and we entered there. No, that's the missing bullet there. That's the missing bullet that came from another direction. So in total, she tried to say that there were 6 projectiles recovered within the body, and 3 that punctured the lung. Okay, so 3 that punctured the lung, 6 that they found in the body. So there's still a total of 9. Okay, so she's still not recovering that one bullet, because we're supposed to be sending 2 to 11. She still did not speak, and the prosecutor did not ask this for a reason. Okay, I also followed up with the prosecutor. The prosecutor held out on a lot of questions that needed to be asked during this particular case. And so when at the end of it, she said 6 projectiles recovered within the body, 3 penetrated the lung. That's totally, and they stated that they found, of course, blood found in the lung, chest, cavity area, significant amount of blood, of course, because he was shot 3 times in the lung. All right, but the problem is that where is these last 2 bullets that the prosecutor, number one, did not ask? Okay, did not ask about them, because she only said it 6 projectiles, 3 penetrated the lung. So where's the other 2? That question never got answered. All right, so even if Nipsey was to make it at that time, okay, one gunshot transected the spine, he wouldn't have been able to walk. He would have been paralyzed from the neck down. Okay, so that is basically the update, okay, of Nipsey Hussle's his update autopsy report. So now as I'm connecting with him though, with the 5 of swords, okay, so it's almost like they kind of like ripped everything out of his body, and he had to, and that's tough. Just imagine you watching someone rip your body apart and putting it all together. Something was taken and confiscated, okay, with the 9 of Pentacles, okay. All right, with the 9 of Pentacles, there was something confiscated with the 9 of Pentacles, and it was taken overseas, possibly over a boat. Okay, so this, whatever that was taken, his organs could have been taken over a boat. All right, and I'm just seeing this here in the spirit. Okay, 5 of Swords. Let's see. So yeah, so his organs could have been confiscated and taken over a boat. All right, and everything was done in like a timely manner. Yeah, with the 3 of Wands. Okay, everything was it was traveled either over a body of water. Okay, possibly shipped over a body of water, or it could. I'm seeing because it could. Yeah, working this had to be worked in a timely manner. 8 of Wands. They had to move quickly and fast. Okay, in order to keep the keep the illusion, I guess. Okay, this was a third party. 3 people were involved. Okay, 3 people were definitely behind and connecting. These 3 people could possibly have some type of relations or dealings, okay, with the situation. But yeah, someone knows someone overseas, someone knows someone that does black market or does the whole the organ exchange, okay. Okay, like these people are like pawns, okay, and they do this all the time. Like this is what they do, okay. Something about before the trip to the morgue, okay, before the trip to the morgue. It's like also too, there was only a particular group able to work on this autopsy. No one could have touched this case, okay. No one could have touched this case but this particular woman, okay. Let's pull one on let's pull one on it with the 5 of Swords here. Okay, yeah, Magician. So yeah, this whole situation was manipulated. Okay, and people, yeah, left out in the cold. Family was left out in the cold about it, but there's people around that actually knows what really happened. Okay, or what happened with his organs. Okay, or with his body in some type of exchange. Okay, or possibly family didn't even ask for it. Okay, is what I'm saying. Yeah, family didn't even ask for like what happened to his body, what happened to his body parts, what did they do with them? Okay, but it was confiscated by a King of Pentacles. Okay, so it's almost like cutting off a head and returning it back to like turn it back to the king. Like, so if like, let's say I want this person dead, I want to have this person dead, I need some type of organ. Basically, they have proof. I'm seeing something in regards to that. Yeah, this was the third. Okay, with the 3 of Wands, 3 people were working together. Okay, working with someone overseas, needed to make a decision. Okay, there was some type of decision here. Okay, that needed them to act fast. Some types. Okay, there's the King of Pentacles. Oh, so it's showing me. So with the Dr. Dutra, remember going back, this is the person that was originally the first original medical reporter. Okay, this person took over the case first. Okay. All right. So yeah, he pretty much had a bad feeling, okay, in regards to operating on this case because Nipsey was such a high profile celebrity, even though he they have a known history of doing this before. Something about Nipsey's energy. Nipsey was is a king. Obviously, he's an alpha. He's a god. So he's an ascended master. So there was no way that whoever touched his face wouldn't. It may not be now, it may not be soon, but things are going to start coming out in regards to what the truth is, what really happened. And that's the reason why two people was working together. Okay. All right. Very close connection. Okay. Meaning like they know each other's secrets. Like they'll possibly die by this. Okay. This is what they do. But this person had to turn their back either on someone closest to them. And I'm picking up with this relationship here. This could be Dr. Dietra and Nigel, because I'm just intuitive. I'm seeing that she had got called up to a higher thinking, okay, to kick either him off the case or finding a way to maneuver to where she was going to be the only one working on this report. Yeah, with the Temperance card here, with the Temperance card, but needing to take over. Okay, yeah, needing to take over. Okay, this particular case. Okay, needing to block out. Yeah, with the 2 of Swords, needing to block out the other doctor. Someone got blocked out here because they're noticing that she was possibly going to end up dead behind this, or there was something in regards to this death that was very important, that was already set up and calculated that needed to be taken care of here. So there was somebody in a higher power with the King of Swords, okay, that left her in the decision. They left her in the hangman. Could have possibly threatened her family in regards to this. This is something that's also behind the scenes, guys. So just keep in mind, you would never know about this. Like this would possibly never come back. But this is where the fight and the conflict is coming out. Because what people don't understand is we have to keep the energy on the fact that in this report it was stating that it was supposed to be 10 gunshots. However, it was 11 found once the report came out, and it was by two different bullets, which is the conclusion that we came up with the Eight of Wands. So with this fast moving energy, okay, things are going to be revealed in regards to more about this case with the Ace of Pentacles. Yep, more about this case is going to come out. Okay, also too, there was this opportunity. That's what I'm saying. So like, for some reason, the number of autopsies that taken place that year, if this was already March 29th, March 31st or April 31st, 2019, they were already at 2,546. Okay, and this is how many reports she took over. Okay, that's a lot of bodies between January to March. Okay, that's only what, 3 months. All right, and she's taking over those. Okay, so that's that draws a sign, and she rules the homicide. She hurried up and ruled this homicide so that she can hurry up and get it over with, and she can go ahead and be done with it and move on to the next. But it looks like something is actually coming out of surface. Okay, with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, with the betrayal, there's something that's happening in regards to this report. Things are getting revealed. Okay, they also just shipping out bodies, killing them half the time. They don't even be all the way fully dead. They go in there killing them extra, making sure that they're gone. Okay, once they kill them, like I said, they very cliche. Okay, this is the part of their commitment. Like, humans are like rats in a maze. Okay, it doesn't scratch the surface with them. Okay, it doesn't scratch the surface. There was a lot of shit talking, okay, about this opportunity. There was a lot of shit talking and chaos behind Nipsey's passing, because just like, Nipsey had his celebrity status, there was a lot of people that really loved Nipsey. Okay, even that worked in the work field, people that worked in the governmental officials. Like, there was still people on the other end that worked and truly did this, that truly did love Nipsey. Okay, so it was really hard to get anyone on this case because it needed to be as confidential as possible, because there was still some deceit, okay, behind it, because all this is that it was set up. Everything was ordained in everything that was happening. Chris Holder is not the only killer here. It's also what I'm saying with the Six of Swords. Okay, yeah, Devil card. This is the black market, taking the bodies, taking the like I said, over boats. Okay, transporting organs. Okay, all for the money. Okay, all to get rid of and clean up the I'm seeing like a factory as well. Okay, there's a lot of people that work there. Okay, and they're all dealing with organs and shipping off organs. They're also using these organs to make more. Could be possibly using these organs to make more, like, create more diseases in the world. They using humans to test out more diseases, or using humans. It's crazy, y'all. Like, I really hate this energy. This devil card is all for money. Okay, it's sometimes people kill, like, let's say you're a doctor and your child needs an organ. They don't mind killing your kid to make sure they kid live. That's just really how it go. And with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. Okay, yeah, this is she has a deal with the devil. Okay, so she possibly sold her soul, possibly. Okay, I'm picking up heavy emphasis on very nonchalant, very blunt. Okay, there is no feelings here involved with this person. This person's very cutthroat. She made sure the bodies, she could be head over, making sure this is something that's worked underneath the surface, something that you wouldn't even know about. But this woman really takes your loved one. Okay, takes it, pack it up, cuts whatever it is out. Don't even stitch the body back up. Okay, does the paperwork and send it off. Okay, with the toil and labor here. Yeah, with the toil and labor. Yeah, this is what they do. Okay, they're working in factories. Okay, there's many bodies that travel through this particular. It's like, it's showing me like a chop city. Okay, they got me in this factory now. Okay, this is what they doing to other people. Some people, the bodies get lost. They throw bodies they during like transition or something. Like, sometimes if the body isn't like resourceful, okay, that their organs aren't good. They usually just throw the body off in the water and call it missing. Yeah, thief card right here. The thief card is popping out. Yeah, this is what they do. Okay, they throw the bodies off in the body of water if they can't do nothing with the organs. And this is moving fast. Okay, this has to move fast because this has to have the operation is set up certain bodies in order for the feds not to be, or in order for it to not, it's just everything's underground. Okay, so there's certain ways. It's almost like the underground railroad. There's certain times everything has to be shipped when the boats come out, when it doesn't correspond with products. I think this is dealing with economics. Okay, this is dealing with transporting goods. Okay, so this is all has to be done. They have to work on other countries' times. Okay, with the Three of Wands here and the Temperance and the Judgment. Okay, expectation. Okay, so there is something that is going to be revealed. More things are going to be revealed in regards to this case. Also, too, yeah, this was all done possibly like it had this shipment has to be done early in the morning or something, or during midnight, possibly 4 to 5, 6 in the morning. Okay, that's when the boats come and transport in. Okay, there's huge executive meetings at the dock, is what I'm hearing, at the dock. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, left out in the coast. So yeah, honest. Okay, so also Nipsey is also kind of feeling like that, everything was taken away from him. Of course, everything that he worked hard for was ripped and stripped, to see to overview and see what they could possibly do to your body behind closed doors. It's mind blowing. Left out from family and friends, lovers, people that said they loved him, people that said they was in relationships with him, were all a part of this. And so he feels like that this is left him out in the cold. He was kind of taken advantage of okay, yeah, through his childhood friends. Okay, a lot of people had things, people that he possibly grew up with could have, or anybody that was somebody that was very close to him. Okay, somebody that was very extremely close to him outside of a lover. This is in regards to more so the report in the case and his autopsy that has something to do with this. We're not really going into his relationship and love life, anything like that. Really just staying here and we're focusing on the autopsy report. And with the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, okay, it definitely just shows it's showing how his body was just destroyed. It was destroyed during this autopsy. Okay, and to see his temple just be cut open, used and abused like that, and then transported and shipped over to other parts of the world, obviously is very detrimental. Okay, so he is working magic to get his story through the realm. Of course, he has plenty of people that is still kind of in search of what really happened to Nipsey Hussle, who also was a part of it. They keep trying to push out Eric Holder's trial because they're still trying to work some things on the back end. But in all actuality, he is not the only shooter there. Okay, reports say that it looks like there was 11 gunshot wounds. Okay, not only were there 11 gunshot wounds, but one bullet came from another gun. Okay, so because it was Nipsey Hussle as well, the cost is extremely high to receive anything or any goods in regards to him. So that's something to also keep in mind as well, that he wants to speak in regards to that. Okay, I personally don't like to see Nipsey in this particular element, so I just wanted to come deliver that message for him. Also too, we will stay updated, Miracle Babies. This channel is a channel for people that are nosy girls with investigations and intuitive readings and things like that. This is the channel I made for us. Okay, feel free to like and subscribe. Please share. Okay, comment what your thoughts is. If you like to be rude, you will get blocked. And you will never be back on here. Okay, so just keep in mind that. Also, too, don't forget to check out my zodiac readings. I do keep a zodiac reading for each month. Okay, and I also do other celebrity readings as well. What really happened? Okay, so thank you so much for stopping by. You could have been anywhere in the world, right? But today you decided to be here with me. And because of that, I thank you. Peace and blessings to you. Take care.